What? Do you think Iron Man was gonna teach you how to make money? Batman's the man. I'm good looking and I'm way richer. Yeah, stick around, cause I'm gonna show you how money is made. Oh, there's the bad signal. I gotta go save people who don't need to be saved as usual. Pew!
What's up guys, thank you for checking out this video. There's gonna be some cool entrepreneurial tips and tricks here. This is part of a Kidpreneurship course for parents I recorded. So if you wanna check out the entire course, module 1 is right over here. Or you can check out our regular actual YouTube videos, which shares tips, tricks, roadmap strategies to help you build profitable businesses. Lastly, this is a non-for-profit YouTube channel, so 100% of YouTube AdSense revenue will be donated to legal registered charities that support youth entrepreneurship. So the more we share, the more we care. Thank you so much for your support, and let's get on with the video. Peace. What's up? How's it going? This dad in the house. That's right. How's it going, guys? Welcome to module 5? 4? Where are we now? Module 5, baby. That's right. The definition of how money is made. So just a word here. This kind of module was inspired by this man named Brendan Burchard. I got to meet him personally for about a whole 30 seconds at his event. You know, hi, wave, yo, Brendan, it's me! You know, and he says, you know, it's like, get this guy away from me. But the truth is, I was inspired really initially by Brendan Burchard with his online courses. I think he's just one of the best at doing these things. He's just really, really good. And he's one of the OG guys with Jeff Walker and all these other guys. And so I don't know these guys, by the way, although pretty much 1 degree from these guys. The truth is, the guys who I'm 1 degree with, they're super cool on their own. John Lee Dumas, what? I don't want to flex, I'm just kidding. All these guys, just normal guys doing their thing, being passionate what they do. That's what I hope is going to happen for you and your kids. But at the same time, it's not just doing something for passion. These guys also know how to make money. And so impact, income, money, meaning, perfect fairy tale story. But when you want all that, what happens is backed up by grit, hard work, and all this other stuff that we talked about actually in the essential skills, like facing failure, how to embrace it, things like that, right? Facing your fears, building self-confidence. All this is required to have this amazing, perfect fairy tale life that we all dream of, right? Maybe we not all dream of, but we dream of something. Whatever that something is requires probably hard work. Unless you dream of never putting hard work, then that would be maybe hard work not to do hard work. Like, it's lazy, a lot of work to be lazy, I think. I think so. I'm not sure actually. But let's get to the meaning here, because this is what we're here all about. This way of kind of sharing or teaching or whatever you want to call it is inspired by Brendan Burchard, as I mentioned earlier, because Brendan has this ability to just simplify things down to like one sentence. Could be a semi-long one, which is the one this one's gonna be, but it has almost every key element in the sentence. And he just breaks it down, which is what we're gonna do here. We're gonna break it down to several little sub-module chapters. Are you guys ready for the definition of how money is made? Okay, here we go. There you go. You guys can read it. I know. Wow, huh? Not really. Let's get to the definitions, shall we? I'm curious if you take a minute here, if you could probably guess. Can you guess what this is gonna be? Can you guess? Da 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 da. Should we do the Jeopardy song? Okay, all right, let's get to it, guys. Here we go. How does one make money? If you were to ask my children, in fact, there's actually no one home now. It's crazy. I can't believe this. We had the kids go out and play at the park so I could shoot this video actually, because today was just so noisy. It's a Saturday and it's just really busy. And so let's do this. All right. Okay. First is to, not just to solve, right? Not just to solve, but to profitably solve. All right. A crisis or problem. Profitably solve a crisis or problem that people experience. These are all keywords here. experience in which I passionately find interesting, that I have the superpower, or the force, as my fellow Star Wars friends would say, that I would have the force to responsibly solve for people who are eager and capable to, drumroll, pay for. That's how we're gonna actually get money from people, right? Let's redo it one more time. To profitably solve a crisis/problem that people experience in which I passionately find interesting, and that I have the superpowers to responsibly solve for people who are eager and capable to pay for. This is what my children would say to you if you were to ask them how money's made. And it's actually evolved over the years. It started off with just money is made by solving a problem that people are willing to pay for. But then, we would ask these questions like, what do you think, what kind of problem you would solve that you would never give up on solving, right? And so as we dive deeper into the basic question, basic answer first, which is, they ask you, how do you make money? How do you make money? Well, I solve a problem that people won't pay for. Wow. But then some problems we're not willing to spend all that time. So then over time, when you when I say time, it doesn't have to be like years and years. We're talking about months and months and weeks, depending how intentional you are when you're having these conversations. But you evolve it to this. And then even now, of course, my older kids are like a whole nother level, which is what we probably all talk as entrepreneurs typically about, expenses, revenues, profits, shareholders. We're into those discussions right now, even with the 70-year-old boy who's really into real estate. And we're talking about investors and gathering, creating a syndicate, all this kind of stuff. And by the way, I'm saying these words not like I'm a real estate investor whiz, but we've created a bit of a mentorship program for him where there's some really cool people. All right, anyways, slightly distracted by the Post-it note sound. But as you can see, if we break down, which is over the next several mini sub-modules, we're not gonna keep it long or anything, but there's some parts where we're gonna dive a little bit further in, some where we're just gonna breeze right through because it might be a little obvious, right? You think something like eager and capable to pay for, but the interesting is I'll dive a little bit deeper into each of this, and hopefully what it's going to bring you some insight is perhaps if you're entrepreneurs, how it's going to affect you as an entrepreneur right now, even because I've seen it where people are like, oh my goodness, dude, this is so simple. Like I've now realized some things I haven't even thought about for my own business. And then because this is so simple, it's one line, I've also seen parents who said, oh my goodness, I think I could run with something now, right? So again, from the very first module, 1.1 and 1.11, I talked about how important is this journey for you as well. Like imagine how it can impact you as a person. And I hope that once you go through this, you're gonna see like, wow, first I can mentor my child and guide them into understanding these elements in so many different and unique ways. And again, in module, whatever, like 8 or something, like I'm gonna kind of go through some of the stuff I've done with my kids, right? But the truth is, once we hit the last module, which is ACE card, right? That should hopefully be enough for you to take and start experimenting. I think we all know this. It's why I love online courses, but sometimes, probably depending on the course, I have a hard time saying it's worth a lot of money. I have a hard time saying an online course is a big ticket item unless it was some serious dollars going to filming and creating, and just in a way where it's very difficult to acquire anywhere else, right? But the reason I really love online courses is that you get all this information and you get to implement it yourself. You get to run with it, fall, fail, and then rise and figure out the best way to do it for you in your life and the people that matter with you. You know what I mean? Yes, or matter for you. So let's jump right here. We're gonna keep it up. We're gonna stop it right here, and we're gonna jump to the very first section. Let's talk about profitably solve. Peace.